So we are on the month. That's our time scale we're going to start with. And so for a long time, right? That is high. So as far as the candles go, we got three red candles. We've got a 1 and a 2 developing. Our MACD is telling us that we should be out. We should be on the sidelines. We should be in cash. Um, but we saw that on earlier time scales. We started breaking lines of my imaginary lines of support, but we started breaking those a while back. So I'm in an almost all cash position. Um, I'm looking for a bounce on the weekly. The MACD is bad. We're on our second candle, 3 days left, trading underneath the 50 EMA. So next stop, 36,000. Looking at the weekly, very easy. And it could rebound there. Let's look at the day. Yeah, MACD doesn't look good on the day. So what did I just say? Oh my God, my memory is so bad. Getting old. 36. So on the day, that's 31. So it almost looks like we lost this line on the day, and I think we have lost the line on the day. On the 4 hour, 3 hours, and 20 minutes left on this candle that just started forming. So we're 20 minutes into the candle. That much easier way to say it, right? Um, yeah. Let's get rid of the MACD and go back to an RSI. So yeah, our 4 hour doesn't look good, but that actually means that our RSI looks a lot worse on the day. So our 100 is about to cross the 300, and I'm hoping that it is not going to cross very much. So let's go ahead and change this to something dotted. Let's make that dashed. Let's make it big too. There we go. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm thinking. Where are we at here? We're right about there. That was a 10% drop the way that I'm measuring. That ends up being another 10, 11% drop. Let's see. 40%, 47%, 55%, down at 31,000. Yeah, and it's going down, right? I mean, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to figure that out. What's this green line here for? Well, if there's a bounce here on BTC, The same way, if we go to the 4 hour, let's look at the 4 hour. That'll demonstrate this a little clearer. That's the whole point of even looking at BTC. I don't trade BTC. I hodl BTC. I trade everything else. So we go to BTC, we see that drop. We go to ETH, same drop. BNB, same drop. We go to my favorite boy, right? Atom, almost the same drop. So just looking at Atom real quick, 4 hours, there's plenty of possibility for the downside. We've come down close to or touching or in the last time past the yellow line. So I suspect this will come down to the yellow line. We're on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, low volume. Yeah, I could see it going down. Um, and then hopefully, if BTC finds a bounce on this dumbass green line, then I can look at something like Rune or Atom or even LTC. Jump in on that and try and get some. Does that mean that that's the bottom? No, I'm not calling the bottom at all. I'm saying that that's what you have to do if you're going to trade. So looking on the day, again, BTC, the TD sequential is telling me that we could see at least 3 more days of downside before we see any kind of a bounce. And we're only 30 minutes into today's candle. So this candle still has 23 and a half hours left on it. Yeah, I would not be buying into jack shit right now. As a matter of fact, the Matic that I've been holding on to way too long, that that may need to go very soon. I should probably just not wait for this and get out. Because Matic's next line of support, if we take a quick look at that using a percentage, that's 17%, so 10%. Yeah, so I don't know. I need to, so I've moved cash off of exchanges, right? So right now, um, there's small amounts to put in. If I were to buy anything, if I were to put money back on the exchange, it would be to buy Bitcoin. Um, the safest thing to do is to buy it and hold on. But if you've got money to buy Bitcoin, I wouldn't do it yet. I would wait. Same thing with ETH, right? ETH on the week. Next week we could be trading under that line. So if we go back to the month, like a 2, 3, 4 month correction could bring us back to the EMA. My actual guess would probably it would take more like 7 to 8 months before a bottom comes in. So that 1776 price, I might just put in another buy at 1776 and forget about it. I like that number. It worked out well for me. There's a reason why that range doesn't look too bad. 1800, 1900. Yeah, I could see ETH going down that much. I could see BTC doing 1, 2, 3. Well, I mean, our TD sequential, I could see us doing a 5 or a 6 on the TD sequential. It wouldn't take much to get us down to 31,000. I guess that's my point. So Monday. is what I'm thinking. Because we're not really free falling on a daily, right? It just looks like a free fall. Maybe to get rid of people that are, I don't know, just bought in. But I wouldn't buy in right now, and I wouldn't think of anything until I got a buy indication on BTC on the 4 hour above this line, preferably. I mean, we look at this channel, and on the 4 hour, this thing broke a while ago. It almost held. Yeah, I'd want to see us back above this channel. I'd want to see us flipped on the 1 hour. And it almost looked like that might happen, that we might get a good buy signal. And this video would have been very, very different if I had gotten that buy signal on the 1 hour here. Right now, this low RSI is not telling me to buy. I don't see this as a climb until it gets up to the zone, so to speak, on the RSI. So even if I do get a cross of the signal, I'm still going to want to wait for some confirmation on that. The 1 hour has fallen apart, and the 4 hour is steady. That's a steady downward trend. So, yeah, things don't look good. Um, and that's, yeah, I can just leave it that. Uh, we'll see what the weekend brings, right? We'll see what happens Saturday night. That's a Saturday night CST seems like a pivotal point sometimes. But all right, it's Thursday. Have a good day at work tomorrow. Plan something for the weekend. Go do something, and try not to watch the price too much. Have a good one.